Hey man, this Bandana the Ragg, man. You watching Gasoline TV where we push gas, not trash. I've been quiet for a while, man, because there's so much shit been going on. But a few things I want to address. One is DJ Vlad. Like, I've been in the cut, man. I'm watching Cam and I'm looking at what's going on. And what's crazy is like everybody's still carrying on and acting like this dude ain't violate the code. It's like you disrespect Farrakhan trying to throw some false information out there on Farrakhan, and when you found out the information wasn't true, you have yet to apologize, yet to come forth and feel like you really don't have to apologize. First of all, that's a real big violation in my book, because that's a black leader. You know what I'm saying? And he's been for decades pushing black togetherness, pushing black love, pushing for us to move forward in society as a people and coming together, owning businesses and looking out for each other, looking out for our own, taking care of home. You feel what I'm saying? And he's been doing that for decades. You feel me? We had a few others that came along, but he stood 10 toes down on it. He never switched up. He never was afraid to call out the white man on things that injustices, as far as police, as far as just things in life that's not right. He's never been afraid or bit his tongue. You feel what I'm saying? So to see that he was disrespected and people still feel the need to deal with this dude is crazy to me, because I'm from Compton. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from my perspective, my own personal perspective. You know, and no disrespect to nobody from Compton that gets on his platform and tell their story, because you were asked to get on his platform. You didn't know the questions this man was going to ask you. This was a freestyle thing. DJ Vlad, he does not be there when you interview. He sits you down and have somebody else do the interview. He's not even present. So for me, for one, that's just like, wait a minute. Why would you interview me and you don't be there to interview me? One thing I can say about No Jumper is he do pull up in the projects and show his face and try to pay homage or show some kind of respect, right? But DJ Vlad, he don't even be there. And he asks street questions about gangs, you're from such and such, they're from such and such, what happened to Tupac, all this information that don't need him to ask. You know what I'm saying? You ain't asking about the trench coat mafia in Colorado. I've not yet seen a Caucasian person sit on his platform and he asks information. So where do you guys buy guns? So where do you guys form clan meetings? So where do you guys so you're judges, but you're racist and you give all the black people time. How do you live with yourself? You don't ask none of your people their in-depth secrets on what they do, but you ask ex-gang members or gang members, rival enemies. Man, come on, homie. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? He's on there. The last one I just seen, he's saying Akon manager told him with Akon and Suge Knight press charges and Suge Knight is a snitch. First of all, that's no business for a platform. And that's for anybody to do interviews and all that. All that street stuff, you don't even supposed to go into that. Who you are, what new music you got coming out, man, how have you been? You know what I'm saying? Your upbringing, all of this other stuff. But you don't ask how many people you shot, where you shoot them at. If you went to that liquor store and you came out, the rivals see you, what will they do? You don't answer them type of questions, homie. You violating the code and been violating the code. FBG Doug got killed, you gonna interview his mother. Check this out, bro. You should have had some money on the table for that lady. She just buried her son. These are black problems, homie, that you sitting up here thinking you finding some kind of humor in this shit. It ain't no humor in it. The humor gonna be when somebody run into you, homie. You playing with some real fire. Some real fire. Everybody ain't stupid and ignorant and out here rapping and dancing and being blind to shit. This motherfucker's paying attention to this shit, homie. The world is getting too real for people to turn a blind eye to anything. Cam spoke up on it. I didn't see the people get behind him the way they supposed to. But that's typical, because that's what a lot of us do. We pick and choose what we gonna get on. But when I see black on black crime, I see this gang dissing this gang. He don't have a problem saying F this person and jumping out of car, filming, kicking this dude all in the face and all of that. They do that all day. But when DJ Vlad break the code, it's total silence. That's that bullshit that's gonna stop, homie. It's gonna stop. Niggas ain't finna sit here and let you keep interviewing people, asking questions. People done been arrested. People they didn't use your interviews in court cases, and these niggas still ain't stopping. But it still ain't stopped you because it's your platform. I don't blame a man for getting on there trying to expose his talent, trying to expose his platform and be better. Salute to everybody that did it, especially if you from Compton. I'm with you, Hub, to the end. It ain't no red or blue thing. It ain't nothing about that. This is a black and white issue. And this is the problem. We continue to allow this man to spark up street problems. You get on there asking the Crip questions and then say, well, the Blood said this. What did you think gonna come from that? What did you think? What kind of reaction you think was gonna? Only a negative or a bad reaction. You ain't asking the Blood what this Blood dude said, but you gonna ask the Crip. But you know what a Crip and a Blood is, right? So why would you ask that? Or are you trying to stir some shit up on my streets? On the streets where I come from? Nah, nigga, I ain't having that. I ain't feeling it, and I ain't supporting it, and I ain't supporting you, homie. I ain't supporting Vlad TV. Period. This ain't a black and a white thing. If he was a Caucasian person and he was asking an appropriate question and he was giving back to the community, I have yet to see a Christmas where he's giving out turkey to our people. But you asking our people all these questions, you getting paid for all the interviews from black people, but you're not doing nothing for black people. You feel what I'm saying? You're not even interviewing no white people, asking them no questions about none of they get out. But you asking personal questions about my community and my culture. That's disrespectful, homie. And then you wonder why people come at you. You wonder why people want to deal with you. You too big to apologize to Farrakhan. Why? Because you don't want to offend the Caucasian community. Oh, a white man apologizing to a black man, but Nick Cannon had to do it the next day. Nick Cannon had so much pressure, he apologized the next day. No disrespect to him, because he did whatever he felt he wanted to do was in his heart. You feel me? He had to apologize, so what make you too big to apologize to Farrakhan? Nigga, you apologize on your knees, homie. You apologize on your knees with both of your hands together like you praying. You faggot. Nobody give a fuck about no Vlad TV, man. I'll never do a Vlad interview, and if I do one with you, you need to be sitting right next to me. Because it's going to get real heated. Because I got some questions for you. Where you come from? Are you the police? Why you don't never interview white people? Why you ask all these questions about black people? What do you do for the black community? Do you like black people? Do you think the president is racist? Do you think the court system is racist? No, I want to ask some real questions because I want the world to see your response. Stop making my people look like fools up there or asking them disrespectful questions. I don't want to say look like fools because nobody looks like a fool, but don't ask my people some inappropriate questions to make them answer in a certain way to cause friction in the streets.